What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Doc Mac Car channel. Today what I'm going to do is a review on the 2017 Suzuki Swift. This is the base model of the Suzuki Swift. Alright, so I'll just go around the vehicle first, just so that you guys can see how the car actually looks. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start around the front of the vehicle. As you can see, it's got relatively large lights for a small vehicle. I'm going to turn on the lights and I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Alright guys, as you can see, this is exactly what I mean. Look at the size of the light. This is my hand. This is my arm. This is like a forearm length light. Alright guys, the bonnet has now been propped up, and over here we have got a 1.4 liter Suzuki engine, and this one does output approximately 80 kilowatts if I'm not mistaken. I will update the details in terms of kilowatts and all other power outputs in the screen right here. Alright, without further ado, what I'm going to do is I am going to start the vehicle. However, it is a 4-cylinder vehicle, but it does have a V6 sound when you start it up. And let me demonstrate exactly what I mean. Alright, the key fob that you get is just a basic key fob, nothing special. You get your lock and your unlock button. That's all you get. Alright, I'm going to give it a start up right now and have a listen. Alright guys, as you can hear, the car does sound a little bit like a V6 when it's on idle and the car is not moving. It does also tick like a V6. This is an 80 kilowatt engine. Now, when people purchase this vehicle, they do not purchase it for the power or the luxury. Now, this is a basic car and it's not very powerful. But having said that, this car has got a lot of get up and go for a 1.4 liter engine. So comment down below if you own a Suzuki Swift, a 2017 or this shape model. What do you guys think about it? Alright guys, so I'm going to shut the bonnet now and we're going to go to the inside of the vehicle. Hey guys, let me just give it a bit of a rev for you. So as you can see on the inside, the vehicle does have relatively large seats for a small car. Now, I am 6'2", 6'3", and I can just about fit into the vehicle. So I'm going to turn off the engine first. There is a little lever right down here, which you can pull, and you can adjust the steering. So when I first got into the car, it was like this. It was touching my knees. So what I can do is I can push it up, adjust the column back, and I can drive. The seat does go all the way back. That is as far back as it can go. But if you look on the back, you can see how little space there is there. So this vehicle is more suited for people who are not that tall, or suited for more people who are small sized. Now, I'll show you what it looks like when you pull the seat forward. Alright guys, that's how it looks with the seat pulled forward all the way to the B pillar. Alright, when you put that, this is what you get at the back for your seating room. Alright, now I'm going to put that one back the way it was. Now you have got your SRS airbag right here, right on the dash as well. And I believe you've got seat airbags right here and right here. It looks like there are 4 airbags in this vehicle. Now, let me just run you through the few features that this vehicle does have. So I'm going to turn on the key. Alright, so starting on the steering, you've got your mode, which is for your radio. So if I hit the mode button, that turns on the radio. Alright, and then you can swap between the modes, and that will show you exactly what you need. So BTA, that's your Bluetooth audio. And that's how you can control it. This is how you control your volume up and volume down, by pressing this little button here and this button down here. This is how you seek track up and down when you're playing it via the radio station. Now this is your cruise control. You cancel, and this is to increase the speed and decrease the speed. Relatively simple vehicle. Now it's got good aircon, so I'm going to start the vehicle. Alright, so you have got 4 speed settings right here. Alright, and then you have got your cool, medium and your heat. And then you have got your window defrosters as well, your AC, aircon, and then you've got the standard features of the aircon. What you do have here is your automatic gearbox. Now you have got park, reverse, neutral, drive, 2 and 1. Your 1 is actually your low gear. This is where your handbrake is. Alright, and you put it on park. Now it does also have a traction control off button, so you can turn off the traction control if you wish. If you want to have a little bit more fun, you can turn the traction control off. Alright, now you've got a glove box, a relatively small glove box, nothing major inside, just something basic. Alright, so you've got your mirror right here, mirror right there. Yeah, there you go, that's your mirror right there. Dome lights, hazard lights. Alright, so now I'm at the rear end of the vehicle, as you can see. And these seats, I believe, can actually fold down. You've got a very small boot on the back as well. As you can see, that's a good idea for you guys. Do not have too much boot space, but it's functional. You can put in some shopping items in there. You've got a boot light right here. And what's inside here? That's your tire jack in there. And as you can see, the light is almost as long as from the back end of the vehicle to the door. I don't know what they were trying to do with this vehicle. They actually made the lights on this vehicle much bigger than they should have made it. Alright guys, the car has done a little over 29,000 kilometers. Now I'm going to give it a bit of a drive to show you guys how it actually feels to drive a Suzuki Swift. This is a 2017 model, and I'm in New Zealand, and they do have this in New Zealand and Australia as well. So this is a pretty good all-rounder vehicle as well. So now I'm just going to do a little bit of a fast takeoff just for you guys to see how peppy it is. As you guys can see, it does do pretty well, but the steering recoil on the vehicle isn't the best, especially when you're going to take off like that. But as you can see, if you do need to take off in a hurry, the vehicle does really well. Now the steering does seem quite nice, but when you're going to recoil the steering, if you're going to take off like that, it's just not worth it. But car still does do what it's supposed to do. Now I'm cruising at 40 kilometers an hour, just rumbling over a few train tracks. Alright, so I'm going to pick up the speed up to about 50. And as you can see, the car cruises along very nicely, and it does not feel like a very slow vehicle. It does drive very well. It's got a lot of pep to it, and there's a lot of get up and go to this vehicle. Now this is not like the olden days 1.4 liter engine where it takes you ages to get up to 50 kilometers an hour. In this vehicle you can get up to 50 kilometers an hour within maybe 3-4 seconds. Alright, just taking a little corner here. As you can see, the vehicle did take the corner around very well. It's just that I did not take off fast around the corner. I did just go around the corner as a car enthusiast would, and there's absolutely no issues. There's a lot of road noise on the vehicle though. Then again, because the vehicle is a relatively light vehicle, this is just over 1 ton, 1,025 kilograms, and you can actually hear a lot of road noise when you're driving this vehicle. Now this vehicle is very functional, and I would recommend that you buy for. So Suzuki owners, let me know what you guys think about this vehicle. Share your thoughts with other people as well, so that others can make an informed decision when buying a vehicle like this. If you want something small, reliable, easy to park and easy to use, this is a very seamless car to drive, and it does have a lot of get up and go. Now this brings me to the end of the car review. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like the video.